What is going on, everyone? Tim Williams here. We're here to break down Thursday, September 30th, 9-game MLB slate over on DraftKings. What's going on? If you're new to the channel, welcome. What is up? We're going to go through each and every one of these games like we always do, one by one. We're going to talk pitching, hitting. We're going to talk paths where we want to go. And I just want to thank everybody for the support. This has been super fun as we see baseball season is winding down, but we will get into the playoffs and all that good stuff. So you don't want to miss out on any of that content. It's all free. It's all right here on this channel. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you like. It really helps me out a ton. So yeah, we got 9 games to talk about here. And leading this one off, we have the Red Sox taking on the Orioles. Red Sox, they have their backs against the wall here. The last 2 nights, we really needed to put them to get them to put up some big scores here. They're in really, really good spots here against some really bad lefties. Let's talk about it. Pivetta is taking on Wells. Pivetta at 7K, Wells 5K. Pivetta, I think the price point is actually pretty decent. I really don't mind attacking the Orioles with right-handed pitching. Pivetta, yes, he's a little bit risky, but he does have some strikeout upside, 26% strikeout right here at 7K. I don't mind that at all. The one risk with Pivetta is the walks, right? Near 10% walk rate here, but he does a pretty good job limiting fly balls here. I don't love the ballpark here, but I absolutely love the matchup. I think he has upside, so he's in the player pool for sure. Wells on the other side, 5K, giving up a lot of home runs on the season, 5.1% home run rate, 47% hard hit contact. This just screams, big matchup for the Red Sox. But yeah, they've been failing us the last couple nights. So 13.7% strikeout rate here for Wells, 29% ground ball rate, 29% fly ball rate. Remember, this is all kind of a small sample size here. Orioles bullpen, not that great. Batters have a .313 batting average against Wells. So Red Sox, again, in a really good spot here. They're starting to price some of those guys up. Devers, Bogarts, I think they're about 5.5K on this slate, but I really like the right-handed bats. Targeting those guys. Hernandez at 4.8, Martinez 4.8. He had a big night Wednesday. Renfroe at 4.9K. Love those guys. He just hit a bomb. And then just to get a little bit different, and some guys who also hit lefties well, Iglesias at 3.3K. Yeah, his price creeping up a little bit, but it kind of separates you, gets you a little bit different, allows you to pay up for pitching if you're going the full stack route. Plawecki is fine. He hits lefties fine as well, 3.1K. So just an idea to kind of get a little bit different. But yeah, Dahlback's in play, righties for sure. On the other side, Orioles, I'm not taking any chances against a right-hander here. Yeah, so that'll be that game. Next one here, we have the Yankees taking on the Blue Jays. Kluber taking on Ray. Kluber 8.2K. Tough matchup, as we saw the Blue Jays kind of ganged up on Cole, reminding us all who the Toronto Blue Jays actually are. They're just a lineup full of power. Kluber 25% strikeout rate here, 43.8% ground ball rate. He really hasn't been pitching all that bad. 25% ground fly ball rate, not giving up a lot of home runs, right? 2.5% home run rate on the year. So I don't think I'm going to be taking any chances on Kluber just because of the matchup and the implications of this particular game. Both teams are super hungry. Ray on the other side, 10K. That's a guy I don't mind getting to. Yankees have a ton of strikeouts in their lineup. Ray has an outstanding K rate on the season, 32.5% strikeout rate here, 28.5% fly ball rate. So he's not giving up tons of fly balls, 3.9% home run rate. That's kind of actually pretty good for Ray. Massive K upside. Yes, he can give up a home run here and there for sure, no doubt about it. But like I said, like he can make it all back with the strikeout potential there. So I'm not really interested in Yankees bats here against Ray. I do have some interest in Ray. As far as bats go with the Blue Jays, I think there's ways to get a little bit different if you wanted to stack it. Yankees do have a decent bullpen, remember that, but Biggio is back. He's not starting Wednesday night, but he could be back in the lineup, 3.2K. I think it's kind of interesting with the splits matchup. Gurriel, 3.9K. I think he's been on fire. He deserves to be a little bit more pricey. Dickerson 2.8K, very interesting. So it's an interesting way to kind of stack the Blue Jays. So I have some interest there. Next game is the Marlins and the Mets. Cabrera taking on McGill. Cabrera 5.6K. Not a ton of interest here, right? 20.6% strikeout rate, 15.9% walk rate. This guy's got a 16% walk rate here. Mets kind of tough. They don't strike out a ton. 47% hard hit contact, really struggles more against the lefties. And DraftKings did not do a good job again of pricing up these lefties on the Mets, but we'll get into that. McGill on the other side, 9.1K. It just feels a little bit pricey, right? He has been having a decent year here, but if you really look closely at what is going on, 5.3% home run rate. So that's probably one of the highest home run rates on this 9-game slate. 25% strikeout rate here. So not bad, but for 9.1K, I think I might just look elsewhere. Yes, I know the matchup is good. He is facing the Marlins in Citi Field. Walker, he went out and crushed a little bit. So lefties against McGill, they're hitting 325 with a 394 on base percentage. So I do have some interest in these left-handed bats if McGill picks up a ton of ownership, or if I just need to take a one-off punt play. Sanchez at 3K, I think he presents a lot of upside swinging from the left side. Diaz as well, 2K. Since his call up, he's been on fire. I think he's a great punt with some good upside there. And then if you want a 3-man stack it, another lefty who is by far in play, probably their best hitter, Jazz Chisholm at 4.8K. On the other side with the Mets, I prefer the left-handed batters, but Cabrera walks guys on both sides. But Conforto, 2.8K. He hit a home run Wednesday. Nimmo, 3.2K. He'll be leading off. And then Alonso, clear misprice here, 3.9K. Cabrera is pretty decent against righties here, but Alonso is somebody that you can always play here. Next, we have the Rays and the Astros. Yarbrough taking on McCullers. Both teams kind of winding down their season, heading into the playoffs. The Rays just need to they need to win one more game if they haven't won last night to clinch home field advantage. So Yarbrough, 7.6K. Don't love the matchup against the Astros. That's pretty much a pass. They're 18% strikeout rate here, 27.6% hard contact, which is actually pretty impressive. 25% fly ball rate. Just not a guy I want to attack. Rays have a good bullpen here. So I'm not interested in taking Yarbrough, but I'm not interested in really stacking against him. McCullers on the other side, 9.6K, high variance pitcher, right? Leads the MLB in walks, 75 walks on the year. So remember that kind of sticks out. 1.8% home run rate. So not really a guy I want to attack if he's not really giving up a ton of home runs, but he is a little bit wild. 11.3% walk rate, 20% fly ball rate, 27% strikeout rate here. So he does have strikeout upside. Rays do strike out a decent amount, but I'm just not interested in any pitcher in this particular game. Rays bats, right-handed bats, maybe I would target against McCullers, but this game to me just doesn't scream high run total. So I might just fade this one completely. Next, we have the Phillies taking on the Atlanta Braves. Gibson taking on Anderson. Gibson, 7.8K. Actually has been pretty decent. Nothing crazy special here, but 19.4% strikeout rate here. Can walk some guys here and there, 7.7% walk rate. I'm not too worried about that. 54% ground ball rate. That is pretty excellent. 21% fly ball rate here. So just doesn't give up a ton of home runs. I think he's an average pitcher. 7.8K, I think is fine for a guy like Gibson. However, the matchup I don't like. I don't want to take any pitchers against the Braves yet again. I think it's a similar situation. Both teams kind of in the hunt here. Anderson, 8.4K, 24% strikeout rate here. The one thing that I'm concerned about with Anderson is that walk rate, 9.8% walk rate there, 48.5% ground ball rate. He hasn't looked too bad. It doesn't give up a ton of crazy amount of home runs, 2.9% home run rate on the year. Just not interested in bats yet again in this particular series. I think the pitching could be interesting. I think they're in play somewhat in GPPs. Cash, probably not, but that's my stance on that game. Next one here, we have the Tigers taking on the Twins. Two teams really just playing for nothing here. Skubal taking on Joe Ryan. Skubal, 6.7K, zero interest right now. His pitch count sits at about 50. Tigers kind of really keeping their young pitchers on a strict pitch count, so he might just go 3 innings here. On the other side, Ryan, 9.3K. This is going to be the guy that probably most places are going to be talking about. 32% strikeout rate here. Excellent control so far on the season. 46% fly ball rate, though. That is a little bit of a concern in a small sample size. His his pitch count hasn't reached 90 yet, but he is a right-hander. I like right-handers against the Tigers a lot. I've been attacking the Tigers all season long from the right side. I think Ryan has a ton of strikeout potential. There isn't too many pitchers on the slate with that high strikeout potential. So at 9-3, I think he's in the play or in the mix here. So yeah, as of now, I'm in on Ryan. Next, we have the Indians taking on the Royals. Bieber taking on Zerpa. Zerpa called up from the minors. Bieber 9.8K. The Biebs 34% strikeout rate here. His first outing back from injury, 3 innings pitched, 34 pitches here. So I don't think he's going to really get past 50. I can't see the Indians pushing him at all. So at 9.8K, I'm definitely off of him unless we hear something crazy. He's going to throw 90 pitches, but I highly doubt that coming off a shoulder injury. Zerpa on the other side, 4K, flat minimum price. 108 strikeouts in 88 innings, but he has struggled a bit in his time with AA and AAA. So he started the year out at high A, spent most of the year there, and then at AA, made one start at AAA where he actually absolutely got blown up here. Yeah, he has pretty good control in the minors from what I can see. At 4K with that K upside, I think he might be in the mix and really deep GPPs, but I can't see him really going too far in this one. That being said, I'm always interested in kind of stacking some guys against a young rookie pitcher. And, you know, Zerpa himself does give up a home run here and there. So Rosario, pretty good against left-handers this year. 4.2K seems fine at shortstop. Kind of fills that need there. Ramirez 5.8. I think he's always in play, certainly. Reyes at 5K. I think that's an all right price. You know, you kind of need him to hit a bomb, but he presents a lot of upside here. So that would be the 3 I'm interested in. I'm not going to mess around with those other guys like Straw or Zimmer or anybody else like that. Those are the 3 I want against the lefty. On the other side, Perez at 5.5. This dude has just been unstoppable. I faded him the last couple of nights. He just keeps hitting home runs. He's chasing 50. I think he's at 48 right now, and I really hope he gets there. You know, coming off of those injuries and just an older catcher, really fun just to watch this season. So I am in on him. Next, we have the Diamondbacks and the Giants. Bumgarner taking on Kazmir. Bumgarner, fun always to see him pitch back in San Francisco against his old team. 6.3K, a no upside. 20.3% strikeout rate here, 32.9% ground ball rate, 30% fly ball rate. He has looked excellent here at times. He is dusty, though. He struggles against right-handed batters here, and I give the upper hand to the Giants. They are just so damn good. Kazmir on the other side, 6.2K. You know, it's nice to see him back in the majors, no doubt about it. I give him a lot of props, and he actually doesn't even look that bad. But, you know, decent matchup, probably only going to go 3 or 4 innings. The Giants have a lights out bullpen here. So for that reason, I am not really that interested in the Diamondbacks. Say they do jump on Kazmir. I think this Giants bullpen shuts them down. It's like 56 degrees in San Francisco. Not great hitting weather. So that being said, not great hitting weather, but I am interested in the Giants because they can hit through anything. Right-handed batters, I think, are the play here against Bumgarner. Posey at 4.7, if he's starting behind the plate, absolutely a smash. Flores 2.9K, that is extremely cheap. Longoria 3.8K, Bryant 4.8K. I think all the righties are in play. I think stacking them gets you a little bit different because I think other people wanting to stack San Francisco, they're going to go after Crawford. You know, Ruff is supposed to be back. He's a little bit priced, you know, kind of high for a guy I would want off an injury or COVID. I'm not sure which one it was, but 4.3K. He does mash lefties here. So that could be an interesting route to get a little bit different if you have extra salary. But there's some other lower priced guys on San Francisco that hit from the right side, like Slater and stuff like that. So I am in on the Giants. The Diamondbacks have a terrible bullpen. I love to attack them. So yeah, give me some Giants for sure. And next and final game here to talk about, Padres taking on the Dodgers. Velasquez on the mound against the old cat lover, the old kitty cat, man, Gonsolin at 8.8K. Velasquez 7.2, hard pass against the Dodgers. Clearly not a fun team to pitch against. 23.6% strikeout rate, 12% walk rate. Yikes. 23.3% hard hit contact. gives up a ton of home runs, facing the Dodgers, 4.8% home run right there on the year. So big old pass from the Padres. Their bullpen's starting to shrivel up. They're not playing for anything anymore. Not interested in Padres pitching. Gonsolin on the other side, 8.8K. Wish he was a little bit cheaper here. I don't mind taking righties against the Padres. I don't mind taking lefties against the Padres at this point of the season. 27.4% strikeout rate here. Gonsolin, 2 out of the last 3 of his starts, he has looked pretty damn good. 14.6% walk rate. So that's kind of high. He likes to walk guys just as much as he likes to walk his cats. 33.9% hard hit contact rate on the year. So that's actually pretty impressive. So Padres, the edge goes to the left-handed batters here. These guys are going to go so unowned on this slate. Cronenworth at 3.9 has a little bit of upside. Hosmer at 2.9. He's been hitting the ball pretty well this week. Profar, 2.5K for all the BVP truthers out there. He's like 3 for 4 against Gonsolin. I know that's a silly stat, but hey, we're digging for it. Grisham, 3.8K. I don't love it, but he's in there. I don't mind. So if I were to go 3, it would be Cronenworth, Hosmer, and Profar just to get a little bit different. But even guys like Tatis, he dropped down to 5.1K. So that's kind of interesting there, right? Dodgers have a good bullpen though. So remember that. Seager on the other side, I like the lefties here against Velasquez, no doubt about it. Seager 5.3, Muncy 5.4, Turner 5.4. All the Dodgers are in play here. Lux, if he's in the lineup, he's 3.1K, I believe. So definitely high on the Dodgers. But DraftKings has done a pretty good job of pricing the Dodgers up this past week. So they're in play. That is it. Thank you for watching. Like I promised, one by one, we went through all of these games. And because I did that, I would really appreciate if you liked and subscribed to this channel. Let's, good luck on your contests. And until next time, take it easy. Peace out.